some woman in Fairview.
Oh yeah.
And that was her job, and she dragged this heavy
and we had to
suitcase.
we used to have to do the mangling. Lots of the towels and sheets and that went to a mangle. And Angel said to me this day, she was older then, and she said, would you ever do it for me? And I said, yeah, sure. So I put the boluses and everything through the mangle, but of course, it took every button off the boluses.
No, gas, isn't it?
An Angel was killed. I said, well, I did it. Well, she should not have told me. My mother could be very hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Just put your hand in the bag, get the
In
last
those days, I think that's the way it was.
So what age were you then?
Sorry,
when
can I
you
just write
came
this
to
down?
Dublin?
When Mammy went to Belfast.
I was either 6 or 7 when I came to Dublin, so Angel would have been 11 and a half. I was probably 5 and a half and 11 and a half.
Yeah, okay.
Because, no, I must have been more because
So how
Joyce
long
was
were you
a
in
baby.
Belfast?
Joyce was a baby, huh?
How long were you in Belfast then?
Not, see, he was manager
It must have
of
been long.
Woolworths in, or he wasn't manager, was he a window dresser or something? I don't know. Angel said, I thought he was manager, I think Angel said he wasn't, I don't know. But,
I think Mammy told us.
Sorry,
he was
can I
manager.
just get this
was he
straight?
manager? Well, he was manager of Woolworths in
And
Limerick, he was
Geddy was-
transferred to Belfast.
No, Geddy was 2.5 and Mammy was about 7.5 when they left Limerick.
Okay. And they went to Belfast.
Belfast.
Yeah.
And what about Ballymena? Didn't you live in
Who?
Ballymena for a while?
Well, that was Belfast as well.
That was Belfast.
It's just
We lived
outside.
on the Castle Railroad.
Yeah, it's just
All
outside.
right, so it's all the one
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
I
that's
didn't
Castle
realise
Railroad.
So
that.
how long were you up there before you came to Dublin?
A good while, because I was a brownie, and you couldn't be a brownie before you were 5.
Mm-hmm. And the 2 babies were born up there.
Yeah, they were. Well,
I always thought Mammy
I-
said she
Joyce
was
would be
13
able to-
years, but she couldn't have been 13 years.
I am 6.5 years older than Joyce, so
And she met Daddy when she was 14.
I must have been. We must have been more than that when we came to Dublin, really, because Ada was probably.
Well, Mammy was going into the end of primary school when she came, so she had to have been about 10 or 11.
Oh, she'd have been more than that because she's 12 years older than Joyce.
And Joyce was
born in Belfast.
She's
Mammy
11 years older than Joyce.
Was Joyce
so
a
Joyce was a baby.
I
when we
always
came to
thought
Dublin.
Mammy told me they lived in Belfast for 13 years, but they couldn't
Oh
have.
no, not at all. No.
No,
But
I
if
don't
Joyce-
ever remember that.
So Auntie Joyce is 12 years.
But I know definitely Desmond was 2, and he went around on a potty day and night.
If Mammy's 12 years older
and
than
he used to
Auntie
eat
Joyce.
cold, huh?
Mammy's 12
Did you hear
years
that?
older
He used
than
to
Auntie
eat
Joyce.
cold.
No, because I might have been 7.5 maybe when we came to Dublin, so Angel would have been 12.5, or I might have been 6.5. But
So you were only 2 years in Belfast.
but you see, I can't have been
Couldn't be.
6.5 because Joyce was a baby.
No, she said she would have been 6.5.
I
when
must
she
have been
came to
more
Dublin,
because
so
Joyce
4
was
years.
But Joyce
She
was
was
a baby.
2.5 when
Joyce
she
was
left
born in
Limerick.
Belfast. Now she might have only been 9 months, of course.
What's
when
the
we
difference between Des and Auntie Joyce, age-wise?
2 years. Joyce Desmond was 30 and she's 32. I mean the year.
1930 and 1932.
So within that 4 years, the 2 of them were born.
Yeah, but there was 5 years then between Des. I think there's 5 years between Des and I.
Yeah.
So 30 and 32. So if Mammy was born in 1920 and Joyce was born in 1932 and she was a small baby when... Who was the smallest baby, sorry?
Joyce would have been the baby when we came to Dublin.
And she was a small baby. So if there's 12... Well, Mammy
So
must
I
have been
say
over
she
12.
might
Mammy
have been
was 12 or 13 when
So
she
I
came
might
to
have been.
Dublin.
So I might have been 7 and Angel was 12.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because Angel went to the model school and I went to the All Irish school.
Did
Yeah.
Mammy make her communion in Belfast?
Yes,
she did.
she
Yes.
did.
Okay.
Yeah, and so did I. So did I.
And so
back
did
in
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Mammy...
And where
so
was
the-
Skulwera?
And so
Mammy
did
was
I went to
older.
school
Well,
with her.
Mammy went to Skulwera
No,
as
she
well.
did not.
Well,
No,
she
no.
told
She
us
went
she
to
did.
model school. No, she didn't. No.
It was-
Never went to
she
Skulwera. She went to
said-
the model school, which was the English one. Just in for Skulwera. There were 2 schools, Skulwera and...
Well, she told us she went to Skulwera,
No, she
I
never
think
went
for
to
a
Skull-
year, and she
no,
hadn't a clue.
no, she never went to Skulwera. No. Never.
She said the school was in Marlborough Street.
It
she,
is.
She
Yeah,
went
they were
to,
together.
No,
It
she said it was
was
all
Skulwera.
Irish and
Yeah.
she hadn't got a clue, so she had to be taken
Well, then
out
maybe
of
she
it.
might have gone in the first and then they had to transfer
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
next.
yeah.
But I wouldn't have been
That's
there
what
then.
happened.
maybe.
Yeah, okay.
So you would have been younger, so it would have been easier
Yeah.
at her age.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went to school where I didn't know she went. But it's like I never knew she learned the piano.
Yeah,
No, I
and
never
I
remember.
and I have all her grade certs as well.
But she
Yeah.
couldn't play a note.
Not a
She couldn't
note.
play a note.
She got up to 8th grade.
Yeah, we have all her
I
certificates.
have a roll at home of all her
I
piano
have all mine. I
certificates.
went up to, I got the highest mark ever in Ireland.
Yeah.
But she
for
couldn't play a note. I
England.
can't understand anybody who would get as far as 8th grade. And
But
couldn't
I
play a note.
never remember her ever
Anything
going
that
down
you,
in
any skill
Evelyn
that you
Casey.
acquire, if you don't practice it, you lose it.
Well, I
It's the
couldn't.
same with languages. If you don't practice them, you
I couldn't
actually
play
lose
the
them.
But
piano.
I
I
think
have to
physical
pay.
things you learn is like driving a car. People say it's like
No,
riding
Angie,
a
I
bicycle.
couldn't play the piano if you paid me, and I went to
No.
that. I went to the highest grade.
And
you
Uncle
could
Jez,
possibly-
you never learned to play the piano.
But I
You
played.
played
I always played up in that house, but we sold the piano because I didn't think we were moving it. Sean wanted me to keep it for him in the garage, and I said I couldn't do that. We'd destroy it, so I sold it. But I used to play every evening up in that house. But I've tried on Joseph's, and I couldn't play it. Well, I could do my